Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finals here, the Daytona 20, the big event of the season other than the championship race and the races in the chase. Starting on the pole after the redraw will be Herpy Duck Snurpy. And if you watched the B main, I apologize. Who I was announcing as Herpy Duck Snurpy was actually Adidas Cup Series. So Adidas Cup Series failed to qualify for the A main. Herpy Duck Snurpy will qualify on the pole here after the redraw. To second of him will be Nick Ferlinio. Starting inside row number 2 will be Billy Bob Joe, that Vossi Racing team. And starting outside of him will be Joey Logano, 22 fan. Inside row number 3 will be Five Guys Cup Series. And outside of him will be another Vossi Racing driver of Vargo Racing in that black and orange Chevy Silverado. So I know they're looking for a 1-2, and we'll see how this one plays out here at Daytona for 20 laps. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the big one. This is the Big Can of Beans, the biggest race of the season over the championship event here at Daytona. 20 laps will be the distance, 13.860 kilometers. The track record is still Joey Logano, 22 fan, of 12.44 seconds. He will be starting outside row number 2 today, so we'll see if he will be able to do anything. Right now the pit windows, as you saw in the heats and the B main, were about 2 laps. We changed some things up, added a little bit more fuel, and we're going to see. We have no clue what the pit windows are going to be like this time, so it'll be interesting. Here we go. And you guys saw the starting drivers of the watch. Nick Ferlinio, starting on the outside pole, made his way up from, I believe, 4th place in the B main. At one point he was in last place and made his way up to get second to Vargo Racing. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started here. 20 laps will be the distance. Lights are out, green flag is out. Ferlinio with a bad start, and Herpy Duck Snurpy into the lead. Ferlinio's going to dive down underneath. They're going to stack up 4 wide there for a second. And there's way too many orange cars. The Vossi Racing teammates right close to each other. Ferlinio now back to 3rd, right behind Billy Bob Joe. Vargo Racing applying tremendous amounts of pressure on the inside. As we see, it's still going to be a 2-lap pit window here. Tires are definitely a lot better. 3 wide is... It looks like the green and orange car of Five Guys Cup Series is going to fall back. Once again, a mad rush into the pits. We're going to see who's going to be able to get where and who will take the lead off pit road. Looks like Billy Bob Joe and Herpy Duck Snurpy are going to fight for it there. Vargo Racing, Five Guys Cup Series, Nick Ferlinio, and the red and blue car of Logano, 22 fan. Ferlinio is going to get underneath. Then Herpy Duck Snurpy going back in a hurry, it looks like, as Billy Bob Joe's going to get by him. Vargo will get by him and take up that 2nd position. He's now applying pressure to his teammate, Billy Bob Joe. Ferlinio is going to get loose. Mad rush to the pits once again. This is going to make it interesting. Vargo cannot find a pit stall, and he went from the lead there, and now I think he's going to be the last one off the pits. Joe is going to lead him off. Then Five Guys Cup Series, Herpy Duck Snurpy, Nick Ferlinio, Joey Logano, 22 fan, and Vargo Racing way off the pace now. Hopefully you can get a good pit here this next time by when we come into the pits here. We are a quarter of the way through, and Billy Bob Joe in the lead. Right now, everyone's starting to separate out a little bit. We got 2 packs. It looks like Vargo Racing may be catching up, and here we go. Everyone, the mad rush into the pits. Vargo Racing needs a good pit here, and it looks like they will not be able to get it. Hopefully this will bring them just a little bit closer, as 3 wide, Ferlinio, Billy Bob Joe up on his sides on 2 wheels there. They get pushed out of the way, and Five Guys Cup Series in 2nd. Billy Bob Joe now going to look to that outside, going to get a little bit loose and fall way behind, and Herpy Duck Snurpy will now get underneath him. Five Guys Cup Series trying to wheel in Ferlinio here. We'll see if he'll be able to do it. Now, Billy Bob Joe's going to get passed by Joey Logano, 22 fan, and by his teammate from Vossi Racing, Vargo Racing. And head down into the pits here. Vargo Racing is going to get a good stop, and he's going to force Joey Logano, 22 fan, out of his place. And we're going to see the race off pit road. Nick Ferlinio is going to get back up there. Five Guys Cup Series, Vargo Racing, Herpy Duck Snurpy, Billy Bob Joe, and Joey Logano, 22 fan. As the cars are pretty much separated out, we're going to see who has that machine and the mental skill and everything to catch back up. We are halfway. Ferlinio will lead it after halfway. Remember, at the quarter mark, it was Billy Bob Joe, who's right now in 5th, applying pressure there. The Herpy Duck Snurpy going down through turns number 3. Head back, mad rush once again into the pits. Vargo's going to get pushed out of the way there. Tons of mad rush in the pits, and we'll see who's going to get it. Five Guys Cup Series. And Billy Bob Joe once again on two wheels. He's going to get passed by Vargo Cup Series coming out of the pits, and Nick Ferlinio and Joey Logano 22 fan. He went from third back to fifth in a hurry. Vargo Racing trying to close in on Five Guys Cup Series. 12 laps in the books, and it looks like we have damage there in the Joey Logano 22 fan car. He gets in heavy contact with Billy Bob Joe up there in the front stretch wall, but they're still going to be able to get by Herbie Duck Snurpy. And as we were talking, Vargo Racing takes the lead, and he's going to get a good pit stop there. And hopefully he'll be able to win this one off pit lane. He's going to get a little bit of maybe aerodynamic damage, and Five Guys Cup Series is going to lose a place to Nick Ferlinio. And Joey Logano 22 fan, Billy Bob Joe, and Herbie Duck Snurpy will be how they'll race off pit lane. Joey Logano 22 fan looks to the inside, will not be able to do it on Five Guys Cup Series. And Herbie Duck Snurpy gets around Billy Bob Joe. Vargo Racing now out to a huge lead there. He's pulled him by about 20 car lengths down the back straightaway. We still have a large amount of racing to go, just about your B main amount. So anything can happen. Bad pits there for Five Guys Cup Series, and I think he'll be in the back. Nick Ferlinio side by side with Vargo Racing coming out of the pits. Vargo Racing just barely going to get up and over him. And I thought Vargo Racing was going to lose it there, but I guess not. Five Guys Cup Series way out of pace there from that bad pit stop. Ferlinio dives to the inside through the tri-oval. Can you get him coming down in the turn number one? Side by side. Here comes Joey Logano 22 fan page. Puts it on the high side. Ferlinio's going to get by Vargo, and Vargo looks to the inside. Will not be able to do it, but he will be able to steal his pit stop. No, he won't. Vargo Racing to the back of the pack after an absolutely terrible pit stop. This is not going to be good for them, as they were running very, very fast, and everyone's going to get back out. Five Guys Cup Series back into the lead. Then Herbie Duck Snurpy, who has not been much of a factor in this race, running right now in second, racing with Nick Ferlinio, and Vargo Racing way out at tail. 3 laps to go. One more pit stop. Can Vargo Racing catch back up? Herbie Duck Snurpy still holding over that second position over Ferlinio, and they're going to head down into the pits here. Let's see how it works. Sideways through the pits, mad rush once again. Vargo Racing in the clear. No, he will not be able to steal that one from Joey Logano 22 fan. And we're going to see how this one works. Vargo Racing going to come out to the inside of Joey Logano 22 fan, but it's going to be Five Guys Cup Series. Herbie Duck Snurpy, Nick Ferlinio, Billy Bob Joe, Vargo Racing, and Joey Logano 22 fan heading down in the 3. Joey Logano 22 fan will take it. White flag is in the air. One more trip around the park for Five Guys Cup Series. Herbie Duck Snurpy up there in second. Can he get it through turns 3 and 4? Herbie Duck Snurpy takes the lead through the tri-oval, and he will win race number 1 in the virtual Race of Champions Gene Rally Truck Series. Herbie Ducky Snurpy takes it with a fast lap, so that's going to give him 10 points instead of the usual 9 with a 12.55 seconds. Still off the track record, but Five Guys Cup Series will finish in second, then Nick Ferlinio, Billy Bob Joe, Joey Logano 22 fan, and Vargo Racing. So a great finish there, and Herbie Duck Snurpy starts on the pole after the redraw and will take it home here at Daytona.